I'm just going to go over how I sold my iMac on eBay. I'm going to give you guys some tips on things to keep in mind before selling it. So I'll just give you the spoilers on what we're going to talk about right now. So the first thing, guys, you need to be aware of the fees associated with this. Like shipping an iMac was a lot of money. I'll share you the receipt with that, but keep in mind it was a lot of money to ship it. And also you want to insure it and make sure it's packed properly. So I'm going to give you tips on that. Second of all, I'm going to give you tips on how I formatted my computer and deleted all my account information off of it. And lastly, I'm just going to let you know about applecare and stuff like that. Like you need to make sure applecare is properly transferred to the new user because applecare does add value. So if you say your computer has applecare, depending on how many months or years are left, you could get more for it. So you want to do all you can to make the best sell you can. And that's adding experience to your buyer and also just making your life a lot easier. And before we get started, guys, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. It gets this video moving along in YouTube and gets it more views. And subscribe if you're not already. I really make a ton of tech videos, how-tos, reviews, everything in between. I'm an Android lover, iPhone lover, Tesla lover, drone lover, everything. So you'll find something you like on this channel. So first thing, guys, you got to do, you have to delete all of your accounts, and you have to format your computer and reinstall the OS. Luckily, it's super simple. Like Apple even has how-tos on their website. Just Google it. But for the most part, all you have to do, you need to log out of your iTunes account and deauthorize your computer. You should sign out of iMessage. You should sign out of iCloud. All the basic stuff like that. If you have any software that is like licensed per computer, figure out how to deauthorize that. But then once you do that, all you have to do is boot into like the disk utility. This is the first time I've ever had to format a Mac. Like having my iMac for 2 years, I never had to reformat it. So I think it was like Command R. I just held that down as I was rebooting it, and that took me to the disk utility. All I had to do was delete the OS from it, and then I just reinstalled the OS, and it downloads the OS from online. So all you gotta do is just connect to Wi-Fi and it will download the computer software back for you. It's super simple, I loved it. After I did that, I just boxed it back up. So that's the next tip, guys. Like if you buy an expensive computer that's like big or weird shaped, save the box. Like even if you have to keep a huge iMac box in your closet, wherever, like it took up a lot of room in my closet, but I knew when I was getting ready to sell it, like it would be almost impossible to pack that thing without the original contents. So I had all the styrofoam, I had the box itself, it fit everything perfectly. The only thing is, guys, I actually bought it in store from Best Buy. If I would have ordered it online, that would have been even better because I didn't have a box to ship it in, and to find like an iMac box online, like a specific box made for an iMac, was kind of expensive. I honestly didn't even want to worry about the headache of finding a proper box. So what I did, when I listed my iMac on eBay, I put the shipping as $200. And a lot of people questioned me, Jeremy, why is the shipping so much? Why is it so much? Like, I'm sure this one would be like $60, $70 to ship. I've shipped big ticket items with UPS. And I knew it would be expensive. So I listed it for $200, thinking I'd be pretty good. I may have to spend a little bit extra money. If it's too little, I did promise the buyers I would refund it. But when I took the iMac to the UPS store, they charged me for the boxes and the packing material. So it came out to like $216 to pack it and insure it. So without the packing materials at all, guys, to ship ground from Florida, and it happened that my buyer was in California, so that probably contributed to the price. Shipping plus insurance, which I just insured it for like $1,500, it came out to like $160 or $170. So the packing really wasn't that much for the peace of mind for me. And definitely I bought insurance because you're shipping a 27-inch glass panel. I do not want that to break. So guys, I was researching about applecare, and applecare is attached to like the serial number of the iMac. So in theory, you don't really have to transfer it over to the new person, but I think what could happen, like I sell an iMac to somebody And if they never request for me to transfer the stuff over to them, in theory, I could cancel the AppleCare and get the proactive amount refunded. So like if I paid $300 for AppleCare, I'm halfway through the warranty period, I should in theory be able to get $150 back. I wouldn't do that, but that's kind of something for buyers to look out for. Like make sure you get AppleCare transferred into your name. Also, if you're selling an iMac, I would be nice and give the original receipt to the customer, so that way if they ever need proof of purchase in the future, you're just good to go with that as well. The iMac was probably the most like stressful thing I've ever sold, just because it's so big and heavy and breakable and expensive. Typically, the stuff I sell on eBay and Swappa are like phones and cameras and lenses, and all I gotta do is just get a UPS or USPS priority box and pack it up myself, and I take it to the kiosk after hours. But like with the iMac, I had to bundle it up really good, format it, take it to the UPS store, make sure they pack it right. It was a process, but I had my reasoning, so I've just wanted to use my MacBook Pro as my main computer. I think it's a waste having two computers if you don't use the other, especially my MacBook Pro is so capable. Like why would I keep an iMac and a MacBook Pro when they both do basically the same thing? If I want a bigger display, I can connect my MacBook Pro to an external monitor anyway. So guys, that's how I sold my iMac on eBay. Just keep in mind the basic principles. Keep in mind of the shipping, insurance, and packaging cost. Keep in mind of reformatting your computer and making sure all your data is off of it. And also remember to transfer the AppleCare to the new owner if you're feeling nice. I mean, you don't have to. It will technically work if they do a request, but it will be in your name. So if you want to get your name removed and have the peace of mind that they're not going to blame you for removing it. And that's it, guys. If this video was helpful to you, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll put 2 videos for you to watch right here. Have a great day, guys. Bye.